would one of you give us just kind of an outline? What do property managers charge typically, knowing it can vary? Give us the range. What are they going to do for what they charge? Because right now somebody's listening to this that has a vacant lot next to their house or wants to build a 30-unit building, and they're wondering. Because I've met guys that live on site. They manage a 30-unit building themselves. So what are you going to get charged? What services are you going to get if you engage a property manager?
Okay, I'll start with this. So usually you're going to see anywhere from 7 to 12%, depending on the market. Now, there are times where there's going to be just a flat fee, right? We've experienced that in Arizona. There's a few companies that will just do a flat fee, and then they'll do a lease-up fee. So you're also going to have a lease-up fee, more than likely, anywhere from $150 to $495, somewhere probably in that range.
Or first month's rent sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. Going back to Texas, for example, most of the agents are getting their start doing property management or helping buyers or tenants find a lease.
That's pretty common in a lot of places.
Yeah.
A full month's rent.
That 4 months rent. Yeah. Good point. Thanks for bringing that up, Chase. So but as far as a property manager, they're going to help screen the tenant, make sure that that tenant qualifies. Obviously, there's going to be a range of things there as far as what qualifying means, and every property management company has things slightly different. But they're going to help with the move-in. Most of them will do some kind of a walkthrough midterm. Sometimes that's an additional fee. So if you want them to walk through and check on the property, but if they're managing a community, they're going to be on site quite a bit to be able to look at the exterior and the project as a whole, and then deal with the move out and any maintenance. So if the tenant has maintenance issues, they're going to be contacting property management, not you as the owner. And then on the move out, property management will go in there and assess what needs to be done to the property. If there was damages, does that come out of the tenant's deposit, or is that something that's normal wear and tear and an owner has to contribute a portion to that? So it's usually what a property manager is going to do. They'll advertise it, obviously, and that's how they're going to find the tenant. That's what I've experienced.
So lease up.
Yep.
Which is good. Yeah.
Finding tenants. That's what
finding tenants. Management is managing the property once it's filled for that 12-month period, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. And then the expenses for repairs, what are they charging to handle that if repairs need to be done?
Yeah. Sometimes they'll charge 5 to 10% markup on that just to oversee that and make sure that those repairs are done in a timely manner and be acceptable.
Well, you got to consider legal too.
Yeah.
They sometimes have to go to court for you if there's an eviction or something like that. So you have to understand it, because I think when you interview a property manager, they're just going to give you the highlights of what they charge and what they do. But there's more, right? There's more behind that. It's called your property management agreement that will outline what they're supposed to do on your behalf. And you gave some ranges, right? I would say there's kind of a continuum. The cheapest, the lowest cost property management is for big buildings, right? Multifamily buildings where it's a couple, 2, 3, 4%. But there's also a base payroll that they charge because they've usually got somebody on site. You've also got marketing dollars. It's kind of more a la carte. There's the very basic management for a low percentage, but you're also going to have to pay us to do, place ads and handle all this, that, and the other, right? And that's advantageous for somebody that owns hundreds or thousands of units. That's the kind of model that you would want to be on, because it literally is a full-time job just on one property in many cases. So then from there, you kind of go into the typical single family manager, right? Like you said, 10-ish%. It's anywhere from 5 to 10%. And then you've got some lease up fees in there. And then some court costs on, other upcharges based on what they have to do. And then at the absolute opposite end is the property manager for vacation properties, right? That's very intensive. I was talking to a neighbor that owns one down in Destin, Florida, and they pay it's close to 40%, right? Because that is intensive. They're always finding new tenants. There's always cleaning. There's always work that has to be done. So a lot of people just opt out of it. They say, I'm going to manage my own vacation property. Well, that's great for you. But if you're going to scale, you're going to run out of gas really quick, right? You have to have a management company handle that kind of thing.